Okay guys, so I'm back with yet another video. This time we are going to see Emir and Wazir taking on Wolf and Lionheart. It's a deathmatch game, 40,000 gold, and let's start the fight. So here's Wazir, here's Emir. Wazir will be facing Lionheart, and Emir will be facing Wolf. And this time they have got different castles because I've just updated them using Unofficial Crusader patch. Wolf will look
Once
absolutely
more onto the
handsome
breach.
once his castle will be built completely. I'm just going to increase the speed a little bit. I mean, it's looking beautiful already, and it's going to be a big one. Lionheart has also got a good castle. Lionheart's always got these small castles, but it looks very good. Not defensively that great, I would say. It's because this gate is almost sort of a weakness for Lionheart. Because if only Wazir is able to break this gate, he can, enter inside his castle. Wazir has also got a beautiful castle. Amir's castle is also looking gorgeous, but he is being bombarded by Wolf's catapults. So Wazir's horse archers closing in on the enemy.
We are under attack.
I wish these AIs had been a bit smarter and would have attacked the enemy's weakness. Like this gate is Lionheart's weakness, to be honest. It should have attacked that instead of breaking these walls useless. Wolf's catapults are constantly hitting Emir's production buildings, so they won't allow Emir to place any sort of kind of farm on this grass here. The castle looks very good for Emir, and he has got mangonels on his towers. I love the design of this castle for every one of them. Look at Wazir's castle, it looks very beautiful. Look at the front of this castle. Here come Wolf's horse archers. Wolf is quite aggressive. Amir's castle has got a beautiful design, and it won't be easy for Wolf to enter inside because there are two layers to get into the keep of Amir's castle. First he will have to breach these walls and then the inner walls. Then he can get access to his keep. Wazir is quite aggressive. There's a lot of horse archers. I think these are Emir's horse archers. Wazir is attacking Lionheart, and I don't know who Emir has selected to attack. this is the point I was previously mentioning. It is not that good for AIs to throw their units at the enemy spot where they won't get any other paths to enter inside. Wolf's castle has completed. It's a beautiful castle, and it won't be easy for either of them, for both of them, to get inside his castle, for both Wazir and Emir, is because it's a multi-layered castle as well, same as Emir, but defensively he has got superior units, crossbowmen, fire ballistas. Look at the number of fire ballistas for defense he has placed. The mangonels and the tower ballistas, all the ranged units he has in his armory. Meanwhile, he's putting a lot of pressure on Emir, and Emir is almost empty from inside. Emir is almost empty from inside. Let's see how much gold does Emir have. 4,000 gold. I don't think it would suffice him rebuilding himself. Wazir's giving some counter blows and putting pressure on Lionheart, I think. But Lionheart's pretty good at this moment. He's got a good amount of gold as well, 36,000.
A message from
but
the Emir.
Wazir can put him under pressure.
So well, are they? Still, never mind.
Okay, Wolf's troops are entering Emir's castle. This might be enough to kill Emir. Unless his units are burnt in the fire. Let's see.
A message from the Emir.
Oh, Blue Thunder! Mother told me to be more careful. Still, a better life awaits.
So it did not take any longer for Wolf to kill Emir.
His desire to take control of your lands. Prepare yourself.
I was actually expecting Wazir to have killed Lionheart first. I was expecting Emir to have, showed a better fight, but his castle was good. He had 2 layers and a lot of gold to defend himself. But it's that he got burnt, and Wolf gave him absolutely no time to, make a comeback, to rebuild his economy and all that stuff. So look at the number of horse archers charging in on Wazir. Wazir has got a good amount of gold, but now he's outnumbered and he will be facing pressure from multiple ends. But I haven't seen Lionheart really charging against Wazir and putting him in any sort of pressure. You see, his towers are almost untouched. It's as if Lionheart never attacked Wazir. So it was Wazir who was actually putting a lot of pressure on Lionheart, but now he has to deal with 2 enemies at a time. And that's a lot of units that Wolf is sending. Even now, I think if Wazir is able to kill Lionheart, it will not be enough. Because now he's outnumbered and it will be absolutely difficult for him to attack Wolf, because Wolf has got a wonderful and strong castle. He's got dig moat and then walls and then towers all around his castle and a lot of crossbowmen on his towers. That's a unique, strong castle. So it won't take. I mean, one enemy is not enough to kill this wolf. I think it should be more than one. Wazir is still applying pressure on Lionheart, and he has been able to silence Lionheart for a while, and he's quite favored to kill Lionheart, but it's that Emir wasn't able to, put up with him. So Wolf might well be dominating Wazir as well very soon. Now he's almost untouched. I think the best thing that Wazir can do now is to burn Lionheart. If he's able to do so, he might be able to kill Lionheart very soon, just like Wolf did to Emir. Lionheart sends his counter punch, but that won't be enough against Wazir. At least this one, because that's a unique castle that he has built. Though attack after attack can slow down the enemies, and I think Wazir now, no, he still has good amount of gold. I thought he might have now gone short of gold, but it isn't the case. Wolf is coming again. That's a lot of units, huge army, along with horse archers. I really love the horse archers, running in all the map. They look so beautiful. So that's a real challenge for Wazir now. It's because Wolf was able to build his siege engines, and now trebuchets and catapults are bombarding his towers. And a good number of assassins Wolf has sent. I think now the situation for Wazir is completely hopeless. He's not as good as the likes of Saladin, who might have done a better job, but anyways, he has to face this. That's a lot of siege engines that Wazir is building. I think he should be able to kill Lionheart. If he buys enough time. Lionheart has got a good amount of gold to not allow Wazir to kill him, because he can recruit units very fast. So, for a moment I thought assassins were able to keep the gate opened, and again, yes, they are able to keep it open. Will this be enough to kill Lionheart? Let's see. He's going to go. He's recruiting units. Better luck next time for Wazir, but good fight. Good attack. If he keeps doing like this, he will be able to kill Lionheart. But again, I think before that, Wolf should be able to kill him before losing his ally. Now he is absolutely untouched, and he has got 58,000 gold, and his gold is now going to increase only. There's no one to apply pressure on him. I'm really loving his castle, to be honest. Look at the design of this castle. Wonderful. Lionheart isn't recruiting troops very fast at the moment. Wazir has Wolf has got more than 400 troops. Wazir has got 270 troops, and now he has his gold is lowered down to hundreds. This is where AIs get slower a little bit in recruiting their units. Once their gold is down to hundreds, they struggle a little bit in recruiting their units fast. Now then, Lionheart's power is yellow. Will Wazir be able to kill Lionheart in this attack? Let's just see. Meanwhile, Wolf is attacking Wazir.
Under attack.
This time Lionheart's got more number of units in his castle. Wolf's army is closing in on Wazir's wall, and Wazir has no units on his keep, and he wasn't either able to kill Lionheart, but that won't be enough for Wolf to kill him. One thing to note here is that Wazir's production is working without any resistance from the enemy, without any intervention of the enemy. So it allows Wazir to gather resources quickly and to rebuild himself again. Because most of his production is behind his castle, so it's giving him a defensive support to his production. Lionheart haven't been that aggressive in this fight so far. Though he has got a good amount of gold, he isn't recruiting units very fast to attack. Let's see. I think more like Lionheart hasn't placed enough number of hovels around his castle to get more peasants. That's what taking him time to recruit more units quickly. I think so, just because you see he doesn't have enough peasants to enable these production buildings to work. Wazir is attacking again, but this time Lionheart has got 160 troops. Wolf has got more than 500 troops now. That's a lot of siege engines Wazir is sending. Not a lot of Arabian swordsmen, but a good combination of units. Will this be enough to kill Lionheart? Horse archers after horse archers. Should this be enough? And now assassins. They have been able to make an opening in his castle. The gate is destroyed by a ram. But Lionheart still has got a good number of units to defend himself. This time he won't allow Wazir to kill him, to even get closer to him. But Wolf has got more than 600 troops and is now launching his massive attack against Wazir. Will this be enough to kill Wazir? Let's see. Look at the number of units coming out of his castle. That's a lot of Arabian archers and crossbowmen. I think it should be enough to kill Wazir, because his gold is still in hundreds and he might not be able to recruit units very fast. If enemy gets close to his keep, I think he should be able to reach his keep. But one thing to note is that pitch, which burns all the enemies, who, as you see here, the assassins have been all burnt by Wazir. Still, Wolf has got a good number of units. It seems like it won't be enough to kill Wazir either. It just seems like that.
A message from the Wazir.
He has been able to make an opening in his castle.
We will be strong.
Should this be enough to kill Wazir? No. He was able to do a lot of damage to Wazir, but Wazir did well not to allow him to kill him. But now he has to rebuild himself, which slows him down. And now Wolf can recruit again and send his another wave of attack, which might be enough to kill him if Wazir isn't able to rebuild himself on time. Given that Lionheart is sitting quietly behind and not charging aggressively against Wazir. That is a good number of horse archers Wolf has sent to raid. Wolf has got more than 400 troops. Wazir has got 118 troops. Yeah, the problem with Lionheart is that he doesn't have enough number of hovels that he should have placed in order to get more peasants here. He doesn't have more peasants here. So you can see, due to the shortage of peasants, this iron mine is not functioning.
We are under attack.
Wolf is now more than 500 with his units. Everything is working perfectly for Wolf. Everything. No interference, no distraction, just printing units and charging on the enemy. And he's going again, this time with 586 units. So he sort of senses that he needs to be quick to kill Wazir in order to not allow him to buy enough time to rebuild himself again. But I think Wazir is pretty good right now. He has got 190 troops. So defensively, these units are a fair number who can counter enemy units. A lot of siege engines. Now, question is, will this be able to kill Wazir? Or will he be able to put a significant amount of damage to Wazir to quiet him down, to silence him
We are under attack.
for a maximum number of time, maximum amount of time? The opening has been made, I think.
A message from the Wazir.
Not yet.
We are weak. We will be strong.
Well, I think this will be enough to kill Wazir this time. This time he was able to put a lot of pressure on Wazir, cause a significant amount of damage, and I think this will be enough to kill him as well. Yes.
A message from the Wazir.
This was not foretold. I should not die. No!
So that's it. Wolf was able to dominate the sands regardless of how his ally behaved. But I think Wazir and Emir weren't a good match for Wolf and Lionheart. I think Saladin could have been a better option. We'll see in the next fight. So the most number of troops were recruited by Wazir and then Wolf. Alright, so that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next